Breaking news. We still don't govern ourselves. Farage attacks decision to back EU on Iran. Nigel Farage has claimed a major decision on Iran will decide whether the UK blindly follows the EU or supports British businesses, after the US ambassador to Britain urged solidarity with Donald Trump. Nigel Farage ripped into the Remainer Prime Minister and Remainer cabinet for blindly following the EU in its foreign policy decision-making. In a scathing rant on his LBC show, the former UKIP leader blasted the government's decision to side with the EU over the US on the Iranian nuclear deal crisis. He hit out at Theresa May for proving that Britain does not govern itself or think for itself. We do what Europe wants. This comes as the U.S. ambassador to the UK Robert Wood Johnson urged the UK to stand with America over its stance on Iran. A standoff between Iran and the U.S. developed after the U.S. quit the 2015 nuclear agreement, amid vocal criticisms from President Donald Trump. President Trump, who slapped more sanctions on Iran this week, has warned that firms which choose to do business with Iran cannot do business in the U.S. Despite this, Federica Mogherini, the EU's top diplomat, this week urged companies to increase business with and in Iran as part of something that for us is a security priority. The UK appears to be falling in line with this call, which has enraged Mr. Farage. The U.S. ambassador labeled Britain his country's closest ally and urged Britain and America to work together to create a new agreement. In an article for the Sunday Telegraph, he said the Iranian regime is squandering its money on proxy wars and malign activities abroad. Mr. Johnson added the Iranian people deserve better. They deserve a government that cares more about improving their lives than destroying others. He said, "We are asking global Britain to use its considerable diplomatic power and influence and join us as we lead a concerted global effort towards a genuinely comprehensive agreement. Together, we can help bring about the peace and prosperity in Iran that the whole world wants to see." Mr. Farage told listeners this morning, "Guess which side we are taking? Of course we are choosing the EU over the US. We don't do foreign policy anymore. We still don't govern ourselves. We don't think for ourselves. We do what Europe wants. I think we should support America, not the EU. Iran has not given up its nuclear program. They have protests on the streets, they are supporting terror groups. But, with our Remainer PM and Remainer cabinet, we will stay where we are. There could be potentially something quite damaging to the UK economy here.